I think so. Prepare to go beyond reality. Yes. Alright. So people, this here is Xargon for the MS-DOS. The goal here is to beat the first volume. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, Carval. You broke my intro. God damn it. So as I was saying, the goal is to beat the first volume, and the quest is submitted by Sky of Steel. Here we go. Press enter if this is correct. Sure. Loud. Loud, loud, loud. Oh, my ears. Jesus. Oh, that hurt. Oh. Alright, we're good to go again. Oh. How much Commander Keen have I played? I've never played Commander Keen. Hello there, Foosh. It's a good kind of hurt, I guess. I wonder if I'm... Who needs introductions? Oh, the story. Yes, please. Can I go back? This is the story of Malevinus Harverism, trapped in a fantastic world of bizarre creature and landscape, permeated by evil ruled by the one known as Xargon. Malvinia's adventures begin on the completely normal planet of Earth, in the completely real forest of Madagascar, during an entirely ordinary research trip to explore the ruins of a newly discovered people called the Blue Builders. It's a bright, hot day in the forest. The sound of insects whoosh through the air, and the calls of exotic birds and unseen animals can be heard echoing through the trees. Mr. Haverism is an archaeologist. He travels to distant parts of the world to study the lives and behaviors of ancient people. The Blue Builders are named to their discovery because they construct a number of blue-colored structures whose significance has yet to be understood. Only the loudest shrieks of the loudest birds penetrate the silence of this ancient place. Deep inside one of the more interesting blue structures, Marvelous studies the minute inscriptions etched into the stone wall of what he believes to be some sort of burial markers. His figure is lit by the cool blue light of a single electric lantern. High above and around him, immense stone heads loom ominously with the faces of half-real and half-imaginary monsters. The faces are turned towards the large blue structure and appears to have been studying Haverism's small, quiet work. Haverism scratches at the tiny symbols on the wall, trying to clear the mold and dust so that they might see better. He's so involved in his work that he doesn't notice when a shift of his weight causes the long and thin slab of stone on which he stands on to rock almost imperceptibly to a new position. As he strains to make out the characters, he scribbles his translations into a small brown notebook, occasionally stopping to refer to a large black notebook with the fruits of earlier research. A thin green gas begins seeping from thousands of tiny holes in the stone around the large diamond-shaped area, covered with the symbols Haverism studies. It slowly fills the enclosed room, so slowly that no ordinary person would detect it. Haverism soon becomes hot, and he finds it difficult to focus on the symbols. I need a rest, he thinks to himself. He turns and sits against the stone wall, trying to clear his head of the strange buzzing sound that seems to begun there. As he leans back, looking up at the nightmarish faces lit from below, by his tiny bright light, he notices that the faces seem to be moving and shifting very slowly. The faces seem to be melting together. His head begins to feel heavy as he starts to lose touch with reality. Small lights appear in the air before him. The last thing Havrism sees is what appears to be the face of a great brown eagle coming towards him. Malvinus has just been taken to another world by the Blue Builders. What forces is this? And where is Malvinius Havrism now? Prepare to embark on an unforgettable journey. Awesome. Alright, I don't need instructions. Screw that. Here we go, everyone. 5 minutes in, and we've just been reading text. The best kind of stream, right? Have I butchered the guy's name? Screw you. Use the arrow keys to scroll. I don't know what has happened to me. I'm in a place like none I've ever seen before. I remember taking notes at the stone wall. Then I began to feel... Oh my god! What happened? There's a lot of things going on all of a sudden. What the shit? We're getting raided! Get to the defenses, citizens! But didn't something else happen? Like, why did it...
Thank you!
I wonder why it threw gold around. Did someone throw bits at us? No? Oh well. Howdy Sharpie. And howdy folks. How's it going? We're just reading through the intros here of Xargon. So we'll get some actual game action soon. I saw you playing that sub-game, Sharpie. Did you manage to finish it? Alright, so we can shoot with space. How do we jump? Maybe I should have checked the instructions when I think of it. Ah, 2 more missions. Yeah, Oh, balloons. I thought I didn't need the instructions. It's usually quite... Oh, there you go. Control is the jump key. At the bottom you had the movement thingy. Yeah, I figured it out anyways. Collect fruits to earn extra health. You will receive 1 health bar for every 16 fruits. These sound effects, aren't they marvelous? Yeah, it's... I mean, for an old DOS game, it actually runs pretty sweet, I'd say. During the course of the game, you will come across treasure chests, gift wrap boxes, and special mystery boxes. You can examine the content of them by shooting them. Some of the boxes contain nitroglycerin and will burst into flames. Oh my god! So if I were to give a short introduction what we're doing here, Journey Project is, unlike Sharpie here, I don't really have a goal with what I do. I just play whatever games people throw my way. But if anyone's interested in submitting an alternative, you can visit my, exactly like Sharpie links there, you can visit my homepage, make your submission, and we'll if you win a raffle, you'll get your game played eventually. So this is the 143rd game we're playing. Imagine being transported to an unknown world and being surrounded with boxes full of nitroglycerin. Yeah, not only that, all of a sudden I can shoot lasers with my crotch. Like where did that part come from? Suddenly we're transported to an unknown dimension and our crotch can shoot lasers. Can't you do that IRL? No, I haven't gotten to that part of puberty yet. Can't shoot lasers. A good time to save the game. Press S. Oh. What do you know? Poor geek wife. Yeah, I think she's kind of happy about it though. She doesn't have to... she Let's just not finish that sentence, alright? I can't understand this place. I even find it hard to believe it's even real. It must be a dream. Maybe I'm dreaming or in a coma. What if I'm dead? The vegetation and animals are bizarre. They're like something out of a fantasy. I've decided to record what is happening to me here in my notebook. If nothing else, it will make for an interesting research if I wake up. There you go, city. The Sharpie Raiders are still coming in. You now have rapid fire. So make knocks? I've never played that either, so... The sound effects. Or Summoner. I might have played Summoner. That name is somewhat... I recognize it somewhat from somewhere. The emeralds are very valuable and can be used to buy needed items. To access the menu of choice, simply press the letter B. Oh, it's a game called Summoner. Oh, extra laser, rapid fire, one fireball, invincible. Cool. I wonder if I can die from just fall damage in this game. Is there like insta-death pits anywhere? Maybe I run past them? I don't know. It's just something about these old DOS games. They sound so freaking strange. Their sound chip was not the most. What word am I looking for? Flattering. The most stuff produced with them did sound kind of shitty, actually. But it runs really good for a DOS game. Did I ever play Sacrifice? No. You'll probably find I've played a surprisingly few Windows and DOS games. I've been a console boy my entire life. year was this? I don't know. I don't remember when this game was from. 93 maybe? I've been here nearly 3 days now. Surely if this was a dream I would have woken by now. I've had several close calls. Those strange green creatures nearly had me a couple of times. I'm going to assume that this is real until I have a reason to believe otherwise. Or else I might soon be dead. Forest of Enchanted Trees. This looks very much... The graphic looks very much like Stormlord, actually. Reminds me a lot of it. And some of the sounds too, even. Oh, I don't have rapid fire anymore. There's actually a game I would like to play. Stormlord. Stormlord for... was it for Amiga? No, Atari, I think. The Atari version is, if I recall correctly, the best version. I know it was ported to like numerous systems, but they were very different games on the different systems, if I recall correctly. Jesus, why is it so difficult to jump? Shield of Invulnerability. Oh, damn it. So the invulnerability shield only lasts a couple of hits. Find the gate key on this level. Ah, that's a new mechanic. Shitting lasers too. And maybe... God damn it. God damn it, laser crouch is too slow. I need to up my... what the shits? Alright, so this is new here. These sound effects, incredible. You're magically transformed into a human. Right, but I didn't get the crown. Oh, so it's 94. Epic Mega Game made this game in 94. What? Did the minifish kill me? Oh, I really didn't expect that. This a secret area hidden in this level. Couldn't care less, to be honest. Just trying to get through it. Hey, there was the gate map. Maybe I should actually pay attention to the arrows. They do actually seem to indicate something somewhat useful. I've yet to find a box containing nitroglycerin.
The universe was created. This made a lot of people very angry and has been widely regarded as a bad move.
Hi there, Goro. How's it going? God, fighting these enemies is so boring. Hey, there's the nitroglycerin box. Maybe I should buy some more health. Return health unit. Alright, there we go. Looks awesome. If it just had a slightly higher frame rate, this game would have been really awesome, yeah. Well, the lagginess makes it a bit of a downer. I know there was like an item somewhere over here that allowed me to jump much higher. I don't know if it's permanent, but I want it. I want to try it out. Oh, they're only for a single level. Exactly, these ones over here. Ah, so they're for finding the secret area, of course. The controls are so freaking wonky from time to time. No! God damn it! I didn't want to go here again. Fuck. Shit, yes. They do allow me to jump much higher. What? I wonder if something's like broken. Wait, there's a white dot there, can you see it? I wonder if that one has anything to do with it. No. Probably just broken textures. Ah, screw it. Screw it. So what was the reason for completing that level? Let's find the 3 power objects It is believed that the saber of King Arkul is nearby. Sable of King Arkul. Oh wait. Oh, so therefore help you to suck up on resources. How was the race? The race was a freaking mess, I tell ya. We're currently doing a tournament where all the race games are games that all the games have been rejected from other mystery tournaments. So basically, every race game you come across is really bad. And the one we had yesterday wasn't an exception. We were racing Lagoon for the Super Nintendo, which is sort of like an RPG-esque maze game. Somewhat like that. I had no idea where to go for most of the race. Jump, hold down, control, or alt key. It was so while we won, I think we more won because we didn't get as lost as everyone else. The typical race game is usually quite like having a problem finding your way isn't usually the main challenge of a race game. But it sure was in this one. I still had a pretty good time, I must say. I do find these like shitty reject games very entertaining. Y'all see the new game Frostpunk? No, I haven't seen it. What? God damn it. Did I get to keep the saber? This is a one-way door. Fuck you. Frostpunk. No, I don't keep up to date with modern games, especially much, I must admit. So I hardly know anything about newer games. I have played, the newest game I played was Witcher 3. We played it here on stream actually a while ago. SimCity meets permadeath. Interesting. The concept spontaneously sounds kinda neat. Now I have the Saber or King someone. You don't explain why I need these power items though. It only said you need the power items. But then like, they didn't tell me why. Now we have the Saber, then what? Oh, now I can go through here. Last night I was quite restless and didn't get much sleep. During the short time that I did sleep, I had a strange dream about a very large talking eagle. Where he spoke, I sensed an urgency in his voice. It was as if he were warning me about some danger. I'm probably just imagining things. I'll be glad to get home. Falls into the corridors of doom! No! They're very ambitious with their particle effects, and I think that's why the game is lagging so bad every now and then. God damn it. We found a rock to throw. What? How many rocks do I have? I wonder how I... God damn it. Oh, shit. We lost our laser deck, and now we have a stone deck instead. Perfect. Truly perfect. You can see how much it starts to lag whenever I shoot a projectile. I guess you can, Sky. There we go. Was it something that Epic did back then to put their own name all over the freaking games? Isn't it a bit much of rubbing yourself to do that? Or is it just me? She's changed into a bumblebee. I can still fly. Or shoot stuff, I mean. And look how epic it is, I guess. Use key to open gate on map. Hey, here's the exit. Malvinius exits the map. Or exits the lane. Whatever. You know what I mean. We progress. Further on to more action. I mean, so far, I think this game is pretty good, actually. Oh, I need another key. Malvinius ventures into the something. I did save Goro, I think. Or maybe you wrote it. Would you say it's better than the CCTV? Yes, I would. But then they're very different. They are like they're not even playing on the same field, I'd say. It's sort of like trying to have the best athlete awards, and on one side you have Usain Bolt and on the other side you have Wayne Gretzky. And you're like, alright, so which one of you is best at sports? Now I know they have these kinds of like festivities when they actually do those kinds of comparisons, and I always think it's so dumb. I mean, sure, you can compare football players to football players and hockey players to hockey players, but don't compare them to one another. That's just not fair. Oh, now we're back to the beginning. Then I probably shouldn't say too much. I'm not that knowledgeable about sports, to be entirely honest with you. So take what I say about sports with a tiny grain of salt. Just beware, I have my opinion. It doesn't mean that that I found it very well, that I base it on something something very solid. It's your ordinary layman opinion. Unless you're in my country, then my opinion is the frickin' law. This game gets you in the mood to play Duke Nukem. That's an interesting mood to end up in. Oh, the platformer ones. Yeah, they're quite similar. I was about to say I get something of a Pitfall vibe from this. I remember I loved Pitfall. That's a game I played quite a lot, actually. Still need to find the gate key. God damn. What? Shit. Duke Nukem. Oh yeah, I remember that. I don't remember what it was called back then, but I remember that being his name for a while. It's interesting how much it lags every now. Oh, here we go. Wait, what? Laser bullets we have. No rocks, no gates, no fireballs. Sad. I kept sensing a kind of evil in the air. I often come upon places that seem to feel cold or strike a deep dread into me. Some of these hideous beasts seems like they are the product of evil as well. So far I've seen no sign of anything human or earthly. It seems to be truly lost here. I wonder if I'll ever see home again. Corkscrew Cave. God damn it. Oh wait, you could read signs, right? I was learning that if you laugh and drink soda pop at the same time, you will come out your nose. I learned that most important things is not what others think of me, what I think of me. I've learned that motel mattresses are better on the side away from the phone. I've learned that if you want to cheer yourself up, you should try cheering up someone else. Well, that was kind of cute, I guess. Words of wisdom. Yeah, always sleep on the side away from the phone on a hotel. That's some words of wisdom. And then the spikes in the ceiling. That's pretty shitty. Yellow key. Oh well, we'll get there. We'll get there. So these crushers are essentially the same thing as the spears we saw earlier. They just have a different sprite to them. There we go. The other way, you say? Sure. I'm learning to trust this. God damn it. This was a dead end. I was just about to say I'm slowly trying to learn to trust the signs, and they fooled me. God damn it. Now they're just pointing in every direction, so it doesn't even matter anymore. Really hard to shoot at those. Fuck, I pressed the wrong button. The funny thing is... Hey Todori, how's it going? I was just about to say, the funny thing is, dying costs you an amount of gems equal to a full, like, getting 1 health back using gems. So it's more economic to actually die. I think we're doing just fine over here. You're miserable? Why is that now? What have you gotten yourself into this time, Dodori? Wait, you got an infection in your hand and have a swelling by your ear. How do you manage? How do you contract that? Didn't you have some other kind of problem not too long ago? Do I remember that wrong, Todori? Oh, that was the infection. So that one's still not good. Yeah, you were on antibiotics. I remembered something of the similar. So this time you're just gonna live through it, I guess. You always remember your parents told you video games was dangerous for you. That's what happens. You get an infection in your hand. I'm just doing fine. We're playing this pretty sweet platformer actually. DOS platformer. At least I think it's pretty sweet. God damn it, jumping past there is really difficult. Wait, what happened? What? Fuck. Using DOS box? Yes. Yes, we are. I landed on 3 stones at the same time, and that's why I died. That's old game design for you. You stepped in the wrong spot? Well, die! Also, speaking of nothing, I was doing some research on Markov chains the other day. I spoke about it. It's a way of making it. It's sort of like a computer learning algorithm for basic speech processing. Not processing, but speech emulation is probably a better word for it. The computer doesn't really learn to talk, it can just emulate talking. Or like making a sentence. But it didn't look too difficult. Probably take like a few weeks if I really donate time towards it. I think I'm gonna do that next. It felt like a fun idea to explore. Also, like, machine learning is a really cool concept. It's a really interesting field in general. I'll gladly spend some spare time researching it and doing something. It's exactly, what was that command again? I wonder what kind of intricate and hard to guess command name Geki is given that command. I wonder. And then like, oh yeah, wait, it's the most obvious name ever. Hi there, Ulven. Looking at the system list. Also, I heard what? There was someone who was here who were tempting with maybe making CDI submissions. That'd be really fun, actually. I've never played anything from the CDI. Yes, I've done MSX. I used, at first I used MSX Blue, but then we used, what was the other, I don't remember the name of the other one, like Open MSX or something like that. I played Aleste, I think it was called, Aleste or something like that. That was pretty fun, actually. It was darn hard, but it was really fun. Damn it, so many emeralds. Seventh guest. What about 3DO? No, I haven't played any 3DO games yet. I've only played one 3DO game in my entire life, and it was in a mystery tournament. We played Gex something. It was a pretty shitty platformer, Gex, but like the concept and like the concept and the setting and everything was pretty sweet. But it wasn't that well of an executed platformer. Wait, didn't we play something else on MSX? That how was it called? The Guest? No. It was some kind of like search and exploration game. Jesus, what was it called? Did I step on someone's toe now? I experienced it as so much shitty. No, it's log. Log is the word you're looking for. God damn it. Hey, congrats, guy. The scheme. The scheme, or the scheme. Wasn't that for MSX2? No, wait, that was PC-88, right? Yeah, that was probably the PC-88. The thing is, Gex on 3DO was just nothing special about it. It didn't have anything that stood out. It was just an ordinary platformer that was a bit hard to control. And with a cocky ass lizard that just kept mocking you. I think that's where I like got salty about. Yeah, we played Duke 3. We beat it even. Beat Duke 3. Where the hell am I supposed to go now? Oh. Where did that exit come from? Did I play PS1 Gex? No. No, I didn't. Chilly waters. Chilly waters. The fuck? As we're going crazy, there is a giant eagle and he just spoke to me. Do not be afraid, I will not harm you. I've been taken to this strange land against my will and I decided to go home. Can you help me on my journey? Yes, I can help you. To destroy Xargon's reactor, you must find the enchanted sky crystals. Take them to the Sea of Wishes and toss them in. Balloons or something. Holy shit, the controls are horrible. Celeste is the only MSX game in the log. Yeah, the scheme was for PC-88, I wanna remember in the end. But we played Aleste like 3 times, if I recall correctly. We did play it quite many times. Because I kept sucking at it, I never beat the game. It's pretty shitty that these small fishes actually damages you. Shit. Those strats right there. God damn it. I like how you can like screw and like bend shots around corners and what. How close are we to beating this? I don't know, I think we're pretty far off actually. We're supposed to collect 3 magical items of some kind and I only have 1 of them. Also the tempo of the game, when I think of it, like how the music is paced, reminds me a lot about James Pond. It's just something about the game that reminds me of James Pond. Enchanted sky crystals. Oh, it's the power object too. So we have 2 out of 3 power objects now. Right, maybe we're not that far away from beating the game then. Use the arrow keys to swell. The eagles seem to be something very different from the rest of the creatures in this world. Not at all like those large red X's or the crazy robots I keep seeing. They seem to be making genuine progress now. However, there's a force of some kind acting to control this place. It is my belief that if I follow these machines, they will lead me to it. That has got to be the only way out of here. I wanted an Amiga game. Oh, Carfal. Did you see the new on-site feature then? Did you notice the new feature? If you switch your submission? Yeah, Amiga is a freaking sweet system, I agree. It does kinda look like Duke. Was it the delete thing? Kind of, yes. So the first part was when you press delete, you'll get a confirmation box, like, are you sure you wanna do this? That's the first thing. The other one is that the response you get, I did notice that one. Also, the response from the server comes up in a small, like a pop-up that covers the screen with the message, and then you can click anywhere and it goes away. Previously, you had to, like, when you clicked submit, the entire screen turned white and you have the message on top of it. But now it comes as a pop-up. You click the pop-up away and it instantly reloads the site. So it requires less clicks. I got the click, the amount of clicks you need to do. No, not the amount of clicks, but the amount of mouse movement I reduced substantially. So I made the site more user-friendly, basically. Which is kind of interesting, because user-friendliness has never been a priority for me. But I wanted to do it, so I did. Exactly, gotta save the mouse millage. I don't want to waste people's mouses. And everyone knows the average mouse lasts about 100 miles. I can't jump up there. Can't jump up here either. Wait, where am I supposed to go then? What? Didn't I buy an invincibility shield? Ah, damn it. Maybe the invisibility is timed. I thought it lasted like a couple of hits. Not a certain time. Many Amiga games were really ahead of their time, like graphics-wise. I guess the main problem was usually that the system was pretty slow. Or like it kept lagging a lot, if I recall correctly. I guess you also had the problem that game design hadn't gotten that far in terms of like what we know works and doesn't. I actually think one of the main reasons why games are, like modern games in many cases are better than old ones, but that's just because they stand on the experience of previous games. They've learned what works and what doesn't. That way they can actually avoid many of the design mistakes that you saw in older games. Yeah, I agree that like UI is the thing that has improved by far the most the last few years. UI has gotten so much better, and that's purely from a trial and error. Like they've learned what works and what doesn't. Oh, I'm back here again. But then some things have gotten worse, I've noticed. And I think that's because there's a huge difference between what people think they want and what people actually want. But it's easy to sell what people say they want. Like, all of Kickstarter, at least I think so. This is very much my personal opinions now, so bear with me. But I get the feeling that most of Kickstarter lives off of selling what people think they want, not what people actually want. Which is probably why many Kickstarter projects turns out to be disappointments. Now jump even higher. Oh, so the jumping boots stack, that's pretty cool. Oh, that was the last power item. The Dark Ring of Terror. And we can't be too far off, I guess. Keep jumping higher and higher. Whatever that is, it looks very ominous. I took the sky crystal to the sea of wishes and threw them in, just as the eagle has directed. Suddenly, I felt a surge of adrenaline flowing through my body. Afterwards, I felt more keenly aware of my surroundings. I seem to be stronger and quicker now. The crystals must have given me the power I need to escape this world. Yeah, this looks very suspicious, doesn't it? Xargon's secret factory. I must say that factory looked everything but secret. That's probably just me. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that these pets are insta-death. Go back, someone's written in the background. This is a one-way door and cannot be entered. Get him! All ODM. So I'm guessing my approximation of how far we were into the game and how much there was left off by quite a lot, it seems like. Is that something that hurts you? No? Just a part of the background. God damn it. So that's a way of getting back there, I guess. For some reason. It must have a purpose. There's a hidden room somewhere in this level. Registered users will receive a complete listing of all hidden areas. Oh. Is that the really old format of copy protection? It's just the EA way, I guess. Pre-order now and get access to secret levels. Mega has done it. Shit! I wasn't quick enough. Where the shit did that guy come from? 80% done. Huh. I'm burning through my emeralds now. Is it a rapid fire in there too? That's worth it. I'll take 2 hits going in back and forth for half a heart, effectively. I wonder where the rapid fire... Oh, there it is. Whatever those specters are, they can take a crap ton of damage. I just wish I remember where the yellow door was. Because I don't really... I know I've seen it, but I don't know... Oh, there it is. What? To reactor. Is this a boss fight, maybe? They basically gave me the shittiest weapon I can get. I really don't like these rocks. I really dislike the way they move. Wait, how can they bounce off of stuff? Alright, see ya, Zaruri. Take care, and thanks for stopping by. God damn it. Stand on that? Right. Maybe it can. Yeah. So strange. What yeah, it can. This here keeps spawning so many enemies. Trying to get up there is nice suicide. And then I can only have 2 boulders at the screen at the same time. Which makes this even shittier. Yeah, it's lagging so bad. There we go, now it's not lagging for a while. The entire part where I can and can't go doesn't really make any sense either. No. Yeah. I just need to be able to hit it. It's easier said than done. Fuck me. The game lags so bad from firing these stone projectiles. The fact that enemies can stack like that is insta-kill, yeah, it's pretty dumb. Man, it takes like half a second from when I'm pressing the jump button until I actually jump. Hey, we got on top of all of it. I was about to say, I really wish I can actually reach that 1 health in the end. Eventually it was possible, actually. I was actually hoping I'd get to defeat Xargon, but apparently not. Jesus, there's so many of them up there already. The fuck? Stuff hits me like 5 times in a second and it lags so bad I can't do anything. I wish I could afford an invisibility, but it costs 30 gems and I only have 27. If I could afford it, I would use one, yeah. And there doesn't seem to be any gems in this part of the stage. Let's just stand here first and like clear out all the rocks. Probably a pretty good spot actually. Yeah, I think I found the sweet spot here. It doesn't seem to do anything. Or does it have it actually started to burn more? I think so. Press ESC to continue. You have single-handedly destroyed Xargon's reactor. Your strength brought you through this nightmarish battle as the victor. Ending sequence. Oh wait, it's not me who's controlling this. Yeah, it's done. You have come upon the mighty Xargon. Xargon speaks. Haverjim, your mealy-mouthed, yellow-bellied excuse for a man. Just because you have destroyed one reactor, you think you won? Such arrogant stupidity usually gets people killed very quickly. Just because you won this battle doesn't mean anything. My strength and power reach further than your tiny mind can imagine. If you have ever an ounce of courage, perhaps we'll meet again. My plan for destruction has just begun. Only the first episode of Xargon is available as soft shareware. To order the entire Xargon trilogy, you call Epic Mega Games toll free at ordering information. That way you will get 40 huge levels, yada yada yada. Lots of stuff. Credits. High score. Yeah. Yeah. We did it. We did it. We did it. This voting, I'll just leave it there. I'm giving it a decent in the end. And I'm only giving it a decent due to incredible amounts of lag. Yes, Ulven. Plasma. Oh. This game is actually pretty good. It sounds nice, it looks nice, and it controls alright. The only reason I only give it a decent rating is due to the extreme amounts of lag that occurs every now and then, and kinda wrecks the experience and makes it hard to control. But other than that, this is a good platformer, I'd say. Maybe not worth getting excited about, but it is far from bad. So hi there, Stormega.